Hey, good afternoon. This is Marcus in Medellin, and I'm coming to you live from my hostel here, La Presidenta. It's located on Carrera 43 Calle. So, here I am down here in Medellin. I've had a great trip, great time, and had a lot of fun, probably too much fun. But there's more fun that I haven't had, that I should have had, that I wanted to have, but I didn't get. So, there's always next time. Anyway, one of the things I want to talk about today is the fact of when you come down here, it's important to watch your finances. I came down with a lot of finances, of course. I had a great time, but I kept spending and spending and spending and buying this and little outlets here and little places to eat there and little places to eat here and getting my groceries for my hostel and going out with people and having fun in Bogota and coming back down here and doing this and doing that. Suddenly I look up and I need to fly out of here. Well, guess what? I need money for my baggage and money for the next trip on back up to the US. So guess what? I was kind of struggling in that area, but now, of course, you know, the way my job works, you get paid every 2 weeks or whatever, there's instant deposit, so I'm going to be making decisions about the kind of plane flight that I want to go back and really how economical of a flight I can get going back. And of course I'm looking for the best flight. Sometimes the cheapest flight is not always the best flight, and I found that out going from Tulsa down to DFW. Had a great flight, cheap flight, but the problem was I got caught in traffic, and that led to being stuck in more traffic. I think it was 70 miles outside of DFW, out of Dallas, there was a traffic jam, 70 miles at least. So I followed other cars and we were going down the 77 highway to avoid the traffic that was on I-35. So got past that. I-35 was open once we had gone down a couple miles or so. Once I had gone down a couple miles to follow that I was following the traffic with, opened up, went on down to Dallas, but I got caught in another traffic jam. I remember this was Friday in Dallas, and so I ultimately missed my plane flying to Bogota. They had put me in another plane to, my original flight was to go from Bogota to Fort Lauderdale, and from Fort Lauderdale down to Bogota. But what they did was they put me up for the next day for a flight to Orlando, which was leaving at 4 o'clock that afternoon. So I went to Orlando, stayed up like overnight down Orlando. I looked to get a hotel or hostel. Everything was packed out. Of course, you know, it's Disney World, so everything was packed out down there. But eventually I made it to Bogota. But the lesson learned is just go ahead and pay the money for wherever I'm flying out of and don't make a big deal out of it. I've been trying to drive down to DFW, getting good rates, and sometimes I do. But I'm kind of at a point now where I'm just going to just pay the money and fly out of Tulsa. This seems like it's much better for me. It's just avoid a lot of problems, a lot of issues. So I'm going to stick with doing that next time. And then make sure I have money set aside for coming back as well. Like I said, there's so much to do down here in Medellin. There's so many places to go, so many things. And you'll meet friends along the way if you stay at a hostel, you'll meet all kinds of people. And sometimes people fall in love with these hostels and get married. So again, like I said, make sure you have money set aside for when you're going down, and just money set aside for the baggage claims, because the baggage claims, I thought, having read the information that said free, well, it was free if you have a backpack. I didn't have a backpack. I had a carry-on that you could put over in the overhead compartment. Well, guess what? They charge you for that. I didn't know that. So lesson learned. Now we know. That's why you travel, get out, learn things about yourself, learn how to make decisions on your own, and do what's comfortable and what's best for you, and have fun doing it at the same time. And as you can look back and laugh, say, ha ha ha, I'll never do that again. So that's something I've learned, and that's about it. Hey, this is Marcus in Medellin, and I will see you on the next video.